Hi, this is Mitt Romney, and I was just going to say that I'm a little upset that everyone is kind of delving into my Mormon background. Those things are supposed to be a secret and sacred, and our secrets are not for everybody else to know. Yes, my grandfather did run to Mexico to practice polygamy, but so what? After all, Joseph Smith basically lived polygamy. He had 30 wives, and two of them were 14-year-olds. At least my background is not as gross as that, and I don't think I should be judged because Joseph Smith was kind of an idiot. I am well aware, and most of you are too, that the Mormon Church lied for years and years that they were not performing any more polygamous marriages after the manifesto. You know, and I know, that's not true. They were just plain lying about that. You know as well as I do that the Attorney General in the state of Utah does nothing about the polygamous groups that are down in Bluffdale and Payson and other areas. We just kind of turn our backs and a second eye to polygamy because we basically really believe in it. Our scriptures say so. Our scripture called the Doctrine and Covenants in section 132 clearly indicates that Joseph Smith said none of the men are going to heaven or the women if they're not living in a polygamous relationship. We haven't taken that out of our scriptures, and we believe that to this day. It's been a long-standing tradition and doctrine in our religion that basically that we find females to be third-rate, third-class citizens. They're good for basically making babies and having sex. After that, they need to keep their mouth shut and stay barefoot in the kitchen. I admire both Joseph Smith, who had 30 wives, and Brigham Young, who had 57. And Brigham married a couple of 16-year-olds, and Joseph is my greatest hero. He married two 14-year-olds, Nancy Winchester and Helen Mar Kimball. So I have plenty of idols, and I idolize both of them. I know we have a long history in the Mormon Church of Johnson's army coming to Utah to put down polygamy, and that we created the Mountain Meadows Massacre under Brigham Young with 120 people, men, women, and children were killed. But generally we're a peaceful people, and we don't believe in revenge. Ha, ha, ha. I remember when Brigham Young visited the Mountain Meadows Massacre site, he turned to Wilford Woodruff and said to him, which is recorded in Wilford's journal, "Vengeance is mine." And he looked at Wilford and said, "And I just had a little." So let me just say in closing that the Mormons have a long history of knowing how to get even with the federal government and others who cross us. Let it be known to all men that now as President of the United States, you better not mess with the Mormons, just like Texas. Don't mess with Mormons, don't mess with Texas.